Today I have a bombshell of a story that is sure to shock the world. Word has reached my trusted sources that Meghan Markle has finally proven once, and for all that Prince Harry is completely sterile and infertile. That's right, folks. Archie and Lilibet were not conceived naturally at all. I've obtained confidential documents showing the Sussexes secretly hired two surrogate mothers to carry Archie and Lilibet to term using donated eggs and sperm. Now I know what you're thinking. How could Harry and Meghan pull something like this off and keep it hidden all this time? Well, let me tell you, when you have Hollywood riches and connections, anything is possible. My sources say Meghan was desperate to start a family, but quickly realized Harry was shooting blank after blank in the bedroom. Not wanting to admit the humiliation of the heir to the throne being unable to perform his royal duty, they hatched an elaborate plan to hire surrogates and pass the children off as their own biological offspring. With the help of their A-list friends and a few well-placed bribes, the Sussexes were able to quietly locate willing egg donors and surrogates here in the U.S. To throw anyone off their trail, they used a combination of Meghan and Harry's DNA from anonymous donors to create the embryos. Then, with the help of fake medical records and look-alike stand-ins, the pregnant surrogates were periodically flown under the radar to England to make it appear Meghan was conceiving naturally at Frogmore Cottage when she wasn't showing at all. The final stage of their deceit was putting on an Oscar-worthy performance during visits from the royals. Meghan milked every opportunity to gush over her miracle pregnancies, while harboring the dirty little secret that her bumps were anything but real. Sadly for the Sussexes, their elaborate ruse is now starting to unravel thanks to one very talkative surrogate breaking her ironclad NDA for the right price. She spilled all the sordid details to me, including bank records showing millions in hush money funneled through a shadowy offshore account. Now you might be wondering what prompted this bombshell revelation now after all this time. Well, the answer is simple: money, or lack thereof. My source tells me Meghan and Harry's enormous surrogate payment has finally stopped coming in now that they're on their own financially in America. Feeling resentful and spiteful, the greedy surrogate seized the opportunity to cash in one last time by fessing up to me with all the juicy inside information. It seems some people really will do anything for cold hard cash. Rest assured, I have thoroughly vetted and verified every part of this surrogate's explosive testimony. Between the documentation, timelines, and details she provided, it's irrefutable proof the Sussexes' conspiracy goes much deeper than anyone could have imagined. Of course, Buckingham Palace and the Sussex PR machine will try to dismiss this as just another baseless rumor. But they can't deny or explain away concrete evidence like contracts, medical files, and financial transfers in black and white. The real question is, what happens now? With their deception finally laid bare, Harry and Meghan's claims to royalty through their children are null and void. The line of succession is thrown into question. Will the Queen be forced to strip the Sussex titles as a result of this brazen deception and breach of trust? The British public will certainly demand consequences for the royals pulling the biggest wool over their eyes. Personally, I think at a minimum the Queen needs to cut off any future royal funding to the couple in America. They've proven themselves utterly untrustworthy, unreliable, and undeserving of taxpayer support. But more seriously, Harry should be removed from the line of succession for these lies and his refusal to man up to his own shortcomings. You don't get to still call yourself a prince when you've hired stand-ins to do the prince's job in bed. Their place in the family should end here and now with this betrayal finally uncovered. Well, folks, that's the exclusive royal bombshell you heard here first, straight from my trusted palace sources. Be sure to smash that like button and stay tuned for any new developments as this massive story continues unfolding. In the meantime, leave a comment below sharing your reaction to this outrageous deception by the Sussexes finally being exposed. As always, I appreciate you joining me to get the actual truth behind palace walls that they'll never show you otherwise.